Let me set the scene for you. Many, many years ago, there was a man by the name of Saul, and he ruled over all of Israel. Well, the thing about Saul was that he was appointed by the one and only God, Yahweh. But recently, Saul hasn't been following God very well. So God, dissatisfied with Saul, decided it was time for a change. And this is where we begin.
It was a young little shepherd boy just tending to his flock when Samuel busted in and said he needed to talk. You see, Saul, the current king, wasn't doing so great, so the Lord sent him to find someone to take his place. As Jesse looked down his line of sons, the Lord replied to Samuel, none of these are the ones. Samuel begged to Jesse, are these all the sons you have? Well, there's one more son in David, he's the youngest just alive. David, son of Jesse, the great king of Israel. Through you came our Messiah, died for our sins upon that hill. David, son of Jesse, the great king of Israel. A man after God's own heart, always seeking the Lord.
David was anointed by Samuel. After being anointed, David endured many events that would cause a majority to waver from their path. But David knew God was with him. Immediately after being anointed, David was called to soothe King Saul, as spirits tormented him by using his harp. Later he finds the strength to slay the Philistine giant, Goliath, earning himself the title of commander.
When spirits from the Lord are tormenting the poor king, David comes and soothes them with the way he plays and sings. And when giants insult the Lord, creator of all things, David steps up to the plate and soothes them with his sling.
Through his brilliant leadership, David won many battles, causing Saul to begin to worry, because as David's fame grew, Saul's diminished. As King Saul began to plot David's death, Saul's very own son, who loved David, ruined his plot by exposing to David what was to come. With this knowledge, David flees into the wilderness and begins amassing an army, but Saul eventually encounters David again. But David is the one who spares Saul's life, not once, but multiple times.
Saul's acting like a child and he wants to take him down. But when given the chance, David doesn't lay a hand on the man wearing the crown. David, son of Jesse, the great king of Israel. Through you came our Messiah, hung for our sins upon that hill. David, son of Jesse, the great king of Israel. God's own heart, always seeking the Lord's
will. As the story continues, King Saul chooses death over capture in a battle with the Philistines. As he chooses to take his own life, and with Judah's king dead, David is free to take the throne. So after a time of mourning, David asked, "Where shall I go?" "To Hebron," the Lord answered. There, men from Judah came to David and anointed him the new king of Judah. But this is only the beginning.
In the rebellion of Ishbaal, the battle is between Saul's son Ishbaal and his servants, and David and his servants. David and his men have killed more of Ishbaal's army, even though they are more abundant. David's house became strong, and Saul's became weaker. Abner becomes strong in Saul's house, and after Saul thinks Abner betrayed him, Abner creates a covenant with David and leaves. Abner is killed by Joab out of revenge, and Ishbaal is assassinated by Rechab and her brother Baanah, and they take his head up to David. Then David is anointed king of Israel at Hebron and creates a covenant. David began to reign at age 30, and he reigned over Judah for 7 years and 6 months, and was anointed again king of Israel for 33 years.
All the tribes of Israel came to David and said, "We are your flesh and blood, by you we will be led." The promise of the Lord to David finally fulfilled. At the age of 30, David becomes king of Israel. David, son of Jesse, the great king of Israel. You came our Messiah, hung for our sins upon that hill. David, son of Jesse, the great
David finally conquers and establishes Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. The kingdom had peace and secure borders. The Ark of the Covenant was in a tent while David lived in a luxurious life. David wanted a better place to worship God, so he wanted to build a temple, but God said no. He wanted things in his own time. David responded with gratitude. David's attitude is a model for all believers.